I'll make it all come true.
What is going on, you guys? It's your boy Ferg here, back again with another brand new Call of Duty Mobile video here on the main channel. And as you guys can tell from the title and the thumbnail, there's some new nerfs and buffs coming with the next update. We actually found out about these in the beta test server. They made a table where you could say whether you were very satisfied, satisfied, good, dissatisfied, very dissatisfied, or haven't experienced the guns, and you could vote what you thought about each weapon that had been changed in some way or another. Also, I'm sorry, but the old YouTube intro song has to go just because it's very hard to monetize with that song. I'm allowed to use it, but I have to send them a link and then they take 9 to 10 hours, even up to a day to reply. And while they take that amount of time to reply, I can't monetize my video. So it's got to go. But the new song, I like it even more than the last one, so we should be good. With that being said, we are 1,000 subscribers away from 700,000. So make sure to click that subscribe button. By the time this goes up, I might already have hit 700k. So if I have, let's go, dude. 700k, yeet. We're 300,000 away from 1 million, dude. That was my dream growing up when I was 10 years old. I just wanted 1 million subscribers on YouTube. So the fact that we are almost 3/4 of the way there is just crazy. It's absolutely insane. Also, if you guys want to have a chance at winning $20 in this $100 Tribe Gaming giveaway that they are doing, it's linked down below. Either way, let's get into this. So the first weapon that is going to be receiving a nerf is actually the S36. It's receiving a very hard recoil nerf. So now the gun will kick up in the air a lot. Unfortunately, we don't have gameplay of this particular gun, but we do have gameplay of other guns on this list where you'll be able to see them after the update. So what you're seeing right now is how good the S36 is currently. You guys already know I made a lot of videos on it in the past 2 months, and I actually uploaded a new video on it on my highlights channel where I was just using it and just having a blast. It's so easy to use currently, which made it obviously a very good gun for people who were new to the game. Unfortunately, you couldn't get it unless you were like level 100 plus, unless you bought it from the item or the credit store. But either way, it's getting a drastic nerf. I was told by some of the leakers and the beta test players that the recoil is kind of insane. It kicks like a literal horse. All right, so the next one is the MSMC. I can't believe it, but this is getting another nerf. I'm not sure what's happening to this gun, and either were the leakers, but I honestly think it will just be like a fire rate nerf or something. They couldn't tell me what was wrong with it or what changed with the gun. It was just on the table of guns that were put forward for people to say whether or not the nerfs or buffs were good or not, but nobody really knows what happened to it. I'm assuming that it will definitely be the fire rate. They'll turn down the fire rate a little bit. If they do that, I hope they increase the magazine size again, because if you're going to decrease the fire rate and make it not as good, I want my extra bullets back. I freaking want them back, all right? So the next gun, which I do have gameplay of, is actually the ASM-10. Now, you guys know this gun. It's a slow-firing, long-range assault rifle that gets outclassed by guns such as the AK-117, the AK-47, and maybe even the Type 25 sometimes. Like, the Type 25 can laser, and the ASM-10 is getting a damage buff. Now, look on screen right now. This is the beta test server gameplay that Lime sent me. Is he killing these people in 2 shots? Like, what is it? Dude, like, this gun looks cracked. It has the same recoil as before. Its damage is just crazy. This might be the new go-to long-range AR. The AK-117, it's gone, man. I really do feel like the ASM-10 is going to take over. After looking at this footage, it is crazy. Of course, we won't know exactly what the guns will be like until we use them ourselves, but keep in mind, this does look kind of cracked. Okay, so the next gun on our list is the BK57. Now, this was actually a recoil buff. The recoil usually swishes from side to side horizontally, but they actually changed it and they did less horizontal recoil and more vertical recoil. So vertical recoil is actually easier to control because all you need to do is drag down instead of trying to drag side to side, up and down, and all that kind of stuff to control the recoil of the gun. So this is actually a pretty significant buff for the BK because the recoil is already pretty damn easy to use. I mean, the BK is a good gun and all. It just gets outclassed in terms of damage and fire rate by other assault rifles. But maybe this recoil buff might help it be as good as the AK-117 long range. Not sure though. We'll have to test it out once this new update drops. I will definitely be making like a top 5 guns video for assault rifles, submachine guns, and overall guns once this new update comes out, so you guys don't need to worry about that. The next gun in our list There's no gameplay of it, but it's the Type 25. Yep, it's receiving another nerf. I don't know what they're going to do to the Type 25, but brother, please don't make it unusable. I know it deserves another nerf because it's still such a good weapon. It's so good, but I'm hoping that it might just be a little bit more of a recoil. I want a recoil nerf on it. I don't want any of the damage or any of the fire rate done. I feel like if it was made so that it's not as good longer ranges, so it's good from close to medium, that would be a pretty nice assault rifle. However, I don't want them to nerf the damage or the fire rate. Please don't do that. Please, bro. Chill. But yeah, the Type 25 is currently the best assault rifle in the game, shortly followed after by the HBR, which a lot of people say is pay to win. But I really do feel like the Type 25 is better than the HBR just because of the damage and the fire rate that you can get out of that gun. Obviously, the recoil's far harder to control than the HBR, which I feel like that's the main reason why people think the HBR is pay to win, because the recoil is literally exactly the same as the S36. But either way, let's get into the next gun. Now, you guys will be able to see gameplay on screen in just a second of this gun with the new beta test. It is none other than the AK-47. Now, this gun is actually kind of insane already as it is. It previously got a buff with the recoil last update, which was actually 1 or 2 months ago now, the last time we got a gun balancing update. But it's received another buff and its recoil is even lower. The recoil is drastically lower. I don't want to say it's as low as the AK-117, but it's definitely getting there. And if it gets as low as the AK-117, then the AK is going to be better than the AK-117. So, I mean, it's looking pretty nice right now. Along with the Red Action Season 1 exclusive skin, it's looking like a pretty good option for the next season of Ranked. Also, the ICR is receiving some kind of buff. We're not sure what that is, but you're going to be able to see some gameplay on screen right now of the ICR just killing one player, and then obviously you can see the brand new RCXD score streak as well. But yeah, it looks pretty interesting. I'm not really too sure how significant the ICR buff will be. I'm assuming that it's for damage. It's going to get extra damage or a faster fire rate, not recoil, because it's really easy to control. But I'm hoping that it's maybe a little bit more damage. I like the ICR and I like the sound of it, so I'd like to use it a little bit more if it gets that buff that we want. Lastly, but not least, we have the Man of War. Yep, the Man of War is getting a buff. It's getting a significant recoil buff. So the recoil is going to be drastically lower. The gameplay that you guys are going to get to see here, you can see that there is basically no recoil on this gun. And the Man of War is actually super powerful. It has really high damage. It is one of the highest damages in the game for an assault rifle. I'm pretty sure Hawk's Nest made a video comparing it to the Type 25 close range, and it was literally identical to the Type 25 close range. The only bad thing about it was the recoil was so high that it was very hard to use gun, which is great because that means we're going to get even more gun variety inside of Call of Duty Mobile, especially in the ranked game mode. We're going to be able to see a bunch of different guns coming with the new season. Now, there was one more gun, but I'm not really too sure anything about it. It's the LK24. Like, I'm not sure what they would even do to make that gun good. Obviously, they can improve anything. That gun's pretty much average around every category, so I've really nothing to say about it. But it was also on this table or chart or list of guns that they have tweaked or changed inside of the game, which I am actually very excited for. The update is meant to come out either next week or the week after that. They actually have a ton of stuff. If you guys have checked out my other videos where I linked a bunch of the skins twice, there is so much stuff coming. It's actually kind of crazy how much stuff they have coming out in the next couple of weeks for this game, with the release of the Call of Duty Mobile Global Championship, skins, gun balance updates, new battle pass. Like, bro, we're about to get into season 4 and it's about to be crazy. Like, we're about to get so much new stuff, so much new content. So it's really looking up for the scene of Call of Duty Mobile right now, and I'm fairly damn excited. If you guys checked out yesterday's video, I actually went against a hacker for the first time in 1 or 2 months, man. It was actually crazy, but hopefully they fix those hacking issues as well. But it's looking up for Call of Duty Mobile currently. It's been looking up since this game came out. This game has had such great updates over the past couple of months, and I'm super excited for the future. But there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's gonna wrap up today's video. These guns are looking spicy. I'm really excited to play with all these new guns, and hopefully we'll have a new king of assault rifles instead of the Type 25, and hopefully the S36 will get significantly nerfed like it has been said here in these notes. All right, that's going to end today's video, guys, and with that being said, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and without further ado, let's roll the outro. Bye.